What's going on, guys? Welcome to Gaming with Bare Hands. I am Bare Hands, and we've got a interesting deck. Today's video is dedicated to Sparky DZ. You know who you are. It's Sparky time. So on a couple of videos, you've been asking for a Sparky deck, and this is what I've come up with, a concoction of my own design, very similar to a couple of decks that are out there in the meta right now. I'm going to jump into a replay. We're going to talk about how the deck is to be played, and then I'll jump into some live games and see if I can't make it work in real life. Alright, this deck needs to be played in an excruciating manner. Essentially, my mindset when playing this deck is I want to take them out with my furnace. Now, that doesn't always work, but the idea is you want to be just chipping damage away, and then you're going to use Sparky and the Lava Dragon, you know, also known as the Inferno Dragon, as this defensive that turns into a counter push power. And we're going to call this a chunky Zap Bait deck, okay? Because if they zap we do two things. We either do a quick rush with the minor bats, and sometimes that draws their zap out. If it does, then they're going to have a hard time counter pushing because the Inferno Dragon and Sparky can't be zapped by their zap, okay? And then on the flip side, if they don't, and they zap Sparky or the Inferno Dragon, then you have the minor and the bats to do a really, really funky counter push, okay? So in this game right now, we're playing against kind of a cycle chip damage deck itself, so probably more like log bait, and he is just rocketing out Sparky every single time we play it, but the idea is we want to try and get that chip damage with the furnace here. So he's throwing in his Goblin Barrel. We do some really funky play with the Tornado there on his Goblin Barrel. Should have been further away and released sooner, so it pulled him away from the tower. We just kept it on the tower and just did a little bit of damage. So not the best play there. Our Fire Spirits are going to kill the Ice Spirit. So a little bit of misplay on his part. He could have pulled it up there to the side and saved his Ice Spirit. He's got his Princess going down. I'm going to tank with the Inferno Dragon. Inferno Dragon's not going to do a lot of work because he's got so many small units, and we can't just zap everything away. But there are instances in which it can be a really, really good high HP unit to tank for things like the Princess so she doesn't take your Furnace out. And it's really important against large unit decks. We're going to throw our bats down here. We're going to get Sparky down. He's going to do, you know, his thing. He's going to go ahead and rocket Sparky out here. We're going to throw the minor on the Princess. We're just waiting for him to make a mistake at this point. We're going to get another Furnace down. I figure behind the tower might be nice, and that way he's not going to be chipping it away with the Princess. And if he times it incorrectly, it's going to help us against that Goblin Barrel. Okay, so Goblin Barrel's coming in. The Fire Spirits are going to jump there. We're not going to take any damage. And I'd like to set another Furnace up there in the middle. Again, just to be really, really safe. Let's get the minor in here to chip a little bit of damage off. I'm going to waste a tad bit of elixir, which wasn't the best of things there, but we're just cycling Sparky to use his rocket, because I don't want him rocketing our tower, and then we're going to go ahead and throw bats down again on this. It's such an interesting game, because he's throwing, look, he's got two Princesses down at this point. I really wanted to check this out, 1, 2 Princesses, like, oh, what do I shoot? All 4 Fire Spirits get to the tower. That's just stupid. That should have never happened. Look at this, 4 Fire Spirits at a time. That's just deadly. I'm going to throw the bats down again. Should have thrown the bats on the backside of the tower there. 20/20 in hindsight, right? So, I figured out a way to get my audio a little bit, it kind of blocking out background noise a little bit better. So we're testing that out this video. I may actually end up having to not use the camera audio and just use the headset audio, which I know is not the best quality, and I appreciate you guys for sticking through as I try and figure things out and as we grow as a channel. Baby steps. Look at all the chip damage we're getting with that minor. Sparky's going crazy. Oh man, it's just intense. Well, like I said, it's excruciating. You just want to sit back and get just a little bit of damage here and there. Make sure you're throwing the Make sure you're throwing the miner in different areas. We've got a gajillion fire spirits coming across and splashing. How do 4 fire spirits get past 2 princesses? I don't know how that's possible, but that's the power of this deck. He does a cool goblin barrel rocket play, and that's going to allow us to just kind of cycle back around to our zap. Pretty close game there, but it was awesome. Okay, we're in a challenge here, and the reason being is my furnace is... It only spits out level 11 fire spirits, and the deck just falls apart. If you're playing a level 12 and you've got level 11 fire spirits or down the line, it's just not worth it. This, just a naked miner, may not be the best play, but it locks on, and we're gonna play this, and then probably, please don't have the rocket, I'm gonna get the Ice Golem over here. Okay, Ice Golem's gonna kind of just walk in front there. I'm gonna throw my furnace down here in the middle. Just play nice and slow. Here we go. Ice Golem is going to actually kill that with the zap. Get a hit! Get a hit! Oh my goodness, we were so close. But that's okay. If I was a little bit faster, let's do, we'll do the front here and then throw bats down. He anticipated us going to the front. But then check out our bats getting some nice damage off on the towers. I would prefer him not have that elixir pump down, but we're just gonna be really slow here. There's some bats. Let's pull this knight over here with the Ice Golem. Maybe even take some shots for the fire spirits. I'm gonna throw my Inferno Dragon down right now. And then these again. And then I'm going to choose to go on this side here. I don't know if he anticipates with the knight again. I'm going to be... Okay, he didn't anticipate that time. We get the lava... Why do I want to call it a lava dragon? Nobody knows. We got some good damage off on that pump there. And I'm going to choose to do a trade here. A nice positive elixir trade. And let's set up the Sparky. You know, being a pump deck, he's rocking more than just mini P.E.K.K.A.s. You know he is. Alright, watch this. Zap this away. Now that we've got the bats here, bats are going to help out so Sparky doesn't die. Sparky's going to connect with the tower, and then I know he wants to counter push the other side. Bats and this, let's just go ahead and get the Ice Golem here. Zap this away. Furnace. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna throw this down. Let's say hello to the 3 Musketeers there with Sparky. Oh my goodness. And that's kind of how you want to play this deck. Just really control things. Miner, furnace. That's all you're going to be doing. Miner, furnace, miner, furnace. Set up the Inferno Dragon on things for defense. Big pushes come your way. Just Inferno Dragon or Sparky. Whatever you want to do. And then when they throw 3 Musketeers in your Sparky, just tornado them all together and kill them. It's that easy. It's that easy. Best Clash Royale player in the world. Alright, we're going to do one more game because, you know, as usual, our battery is blinking low. So I hope we make it through this one. I really need to buy a couple more batteries. I know. If I had a few more batteries, we'd be okay. I'm going to set up Furnace. Is he Hog? Okay, he's Hog. So I'm going to soak damage. I'm going to throw this here. I'm going to see if he zaps. He doesn't zap. So I was going to pull it to my tower there. I'm actually okay soaking the damage. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Those are going to die. I'm going to throw this down. And then I'm going to go bats. And as this comes over the river... Okay, that was a good play on the Ice Golem. Oh, I got my zap ready. Oh, it kills the Musketeer as well! See... It's not normally like this. It's not normally this easy. But, oh my goodness. That is just silliness. I almost feel like this isn't an appropriate rendition of how this typically goes. Let's throw Miner. And then what I like to do is tank in the middle for at least the King's Tower. Then we'll get some chip damage off on the tower. And really, if I was him after those... I don't know if I'd call that unlucky, but I'm pretty sure he's given up at this point. So let's clean this game up. Guys, if you're looking for a Sparky deck and you're okay spending some time learning how to play really carefully, it's Zap Bait, essentially. So if they're running Lightning and Electro Wizard, you got to make sure you're sitting that Sparky way in the back so that Electro Wizard isn't as powerful against it. And you kind of tank with that Ice Golem. Or you got to walk the P.E.K.K.A. around with the Ice Golem and get the Sparky on the other side so his Electro Wizard gets psyched out. You know, you got to just kind of work the system. You can't go, oh, he's got 2 reset cards, so I can't play the deck. I've played plenty of games against Electro Wizard, Zap, and Ice Spirit, or Electro Wizard, Lightning, Ice Spirit, and I've actually won the games based off of just furnace damage, really, and we're just using that Sparky back. Far back on your side is a defensive card. It doesn't have to be your win condition. Don't expect it to be when they have so many reset cards, okay? Does that make sense? Sparky, thanks so much for making me experience different things and put together a Sparky deck that I felt was halfway decent. This thing is, when it works, it's really awesome, and I really think it is a powerful card and can fight against meta decks if done correctly. Thanks so much for stopping in for this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Remember, wherever you are in your day, make it awesome. I will see you next time.